We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hawk-Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, it's Josh Ferguson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Boston Scott, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Scott. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
And it's third.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Patriots.
Now the former Illinois man, it's Josh Ferguson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go on second and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss. Second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeLance Turner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. On the return is Ferguson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
James White, the ball.
Brady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Scott. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Scott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Patriots nothing.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For the extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kruger. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
from the gun on third down. Kruger, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Scott, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, here's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Justin Rohrwasser for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looking to throw on second down. Kruger over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Throwing on third and long. Kruger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Boston Scott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To throw on second down, Kruger. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Calvin Ridley, incomplete.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down.
Formation for the Falcons.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kruger. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Kruger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Kruger. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 20. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's go, let's back in 60. Let's go.
From the gun, Kruger. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Kruger, and this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 18, pioneer.
Operating from the gun, Kruger. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
It's going to be a long day. 19 tight, 19 tight. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
33, 33. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike check 33, 33.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. From the gun, Kruger. That's complete to Turner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup. But will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Turner.
That's good.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Kruger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Kruger, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's turned. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Smith to return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Returnable here from the 38. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a first down. Now White. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Kruger. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
6-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
They go again with Scott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll run on first down. It's Turner. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check 43.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
No, check that. What, Mike 52 right here.
Throwing on first down. Kruger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Watch the run. Mustang 19. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 52's the mic, boys.
To throw again. Kruger. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
First down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll try and run with their fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England. Today's final score, Patriots.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week.